What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Q1. I am back with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 15, Episode 4, A Housewives Heatwave. Before I start, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video. Make sure y'all like the video so I can stay in the algorithm. Y'all, thank you to all the new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And to those who have been here with me, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Don't even understand. I really appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody who's been showing out in all the views and the comments, and between Love and Marriage Hunt last week, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Ready to Love, and Sisters. Like, I've had a big, jump in viewers and subscribers. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all so much, so much, so much. All right, thank y'all. So let's just hop right on in, because I know that this episode didn't give. I really do, but I actually have some things that I kind of caught that I wanted to say. So y'all work with me. So y'all know on Beverly Hills, we get the montage before we actually jump into a scene of somebody actually talking about something, right? So we see Bo, she's teaching Lael how to drive. Rachel is on the phone with, is it Cassius or, girl, I forgot Rachel's son's name, but she's just checking in with him while he's still at camp or whatever. Erica Jane is doing laundry. I guess, girl. Anyway, we get to Sutton, Jennifer. Jennifer shows up at Sutton's house. They are having tea. Sutton says that she's cut down her drinking, and she tells Jennifer she planned a trip to Sedona for the ladies because she wants them to know how much she's changed and that she's worked on herself for the better. And also with Dorit, she wants to become friends with Dorit. So Sutton also says to Jennifer, with basically with her and Dorit, they're touching on a few friend points if Dorit is willing. And I just want to kind of talk about this little exchange between Jennifer and Sutton. So Jennifer said to Sutton, you don't want to just barge in and say, hi, I want to be your friend. Now, I think Jennifer came from a good place, especially based on Sutton and Dorit's history. Like, it ain't good. So Sutton whole demeanor change. She looks at Jennifer and she was like, no, I would never want to do that. And that's not what this is about. Like, she had a whole attitude with that lady when I feel like Jennifer was really coming from a good place. And Jennifer just kind of chuckled. She took it by the chin. She chuckled. And Sutton tells her, you just cannot mock me. And I'm just like, Sutton, really? Like, you got to try that hard? Like, Sutton to me is a try hard. And you are trying that hard to be these ladies' friend. Like, especially since your road dog gone. But let me just stop and say this. Shout out to Garcelle, because y'all know Tempted by Love Part 2 gonna be airing in February on Lifetime. So shout out to Garcelle, because that lady is working, okay? She ain't got a fish for no storyline, okay? Anyway, Jennifer says to Sutton, listen, I'm just reiterating what you said. And Sutton was like, okay, like, I just don't like how you're making an issue with Jennifer when she's just trying to let you know, hey, just tread lightly. Just based upon, we all know, based upon their experiences together over the years, it hasn't been good. Like, you just recently, we cannot forget that you just recently told Dorit that your bank account was bigger than hers. But we'll get to that. And all of a sudden, you just have a want in the need, a dying need for their friendship to be accepted in this group. I was just looking, like, I was like, what the hell was that? What was that? Like, again, she's so thirsty to fit in with these ladies. Like, you willing to railroad Jennifer, just like she did, what's her name? spacing again. Just like Garcelle, just like she did Garcelle. But, what do I know? I could be wrong, but that's just what I see. Like, I do feel like Sutton does act like her mother. I think she tried to she used to try to come off as the Southern Belle. She should just say what was on her mind. Now, I don't like it, y'all. I don't like it. Anyway, Jennifer says to Sutton, Jennifer says in her confessional, Sutton is worked up when she's anxious. She says she hurt people she don't mean to hurt. And she's like a Catherine wheel. And she was like, the wheel just go on and on and on. And then when, everything just kind of bursts out. And that is how Sutton rolled. And again, Jennifer takes it by the chin. She's like, all right, fine. So in the next scene, we get to Kyle and Dorit, and Kyle pissed me off yet again. So Dorit's kids are in Florida. She says she's riddling with anxiety about the kids, their finances, and what PK is doing, or probably what he's not doing. And I don't know if Dorit owns her home, but if you do, you really need to go ahead and sell it and downsize. If I was Dorit, I would pack my stuff up and move down to Florida with my family. Like, first of all, I just feel like you need to downsize. And it's not like you can't be on no show. You can go down there with your mama. Guess what? You can still work. But tell Bravo, give you a transfer to Miami. Okay? And you can fit right on in because they bigots just like you. But I kind of, I'm just saying. You'll fit right on in, Dorit. Okay? They know you. Not y'all know them. Okay? And y'all, you could just go for there, girl. Forget PK. Put your transfer in, go down to Florida, and then go ahead and work on the Miami with the Miami girls. Okay, you fit right on in with them. You just like them. Anyway, Dorit tells Kyle that PK is out for blood, and I'm going to say this, and y'all know I don't see it for Dorit, but I believe every word she said when it comes to PK. Kyle says, I don't see it. And that's what pissed me off again. This is what's pissing Dorit off, Kyle. The fact that when she shares something with you about PK, just because you don't see it doesn't mean it is not happening. You just don't like Dorit, and you probably don't see it for Dorit, and you're on the side with Mauricio because it seems as though Mauricio is standing with PK. And I don't like it. So Kyle feels like Dorit shouldn't speak negatively about PK so publicly. The way I would tell a hole in PK's ass every chance I got, because he's a sad ass bastard. Okay? So Kyle tells Dorit that PK told Mauricio that Dorit was making things difficult for him, and she's not letting him see the kids. At the end of the day, like I said, Kyle's raggedy ass is Team PK. Tell us you're not Team PK without telling us that, because that is just what you're displaying. So Dorit tells Kyle that PK wants to see the kids, but he wants to see it on his own terms instead of him, being on the same schedule with Dorit. He's not even abiding by the schedule, and you're questioning like whether or not Dorit is lying or not. Like, I feel like him not even wanting to do that is him being disruptive. He's being a menace, and he's being insufferable to Dorit. He's one of those men because he feel like because he's the daddy, he can have access to the kids when and wherever he want. No, the hell you can't. And if they on a schedule, you gonna abide by this damn schedule, or you don't get to see them. Okay, I see you in court. Like, I need Dorit to not be so nice to him and give him whatever he get. Like, because, I don't like it. I don't like it. I do not like how Kyle is making Dorit feel like she's the problem. I don't like it. I don't like Kyle's energy when it comes to Dorit and PK. So I just kind of feel like Dorit need to just go ahead and tell PK your son and daughter is a Cartwright. Leave him. Just let him be whatever he gonna be and whatever hoe he gonna be with. And I hope he catch crabs. Okay? So Dorit has been trying to go to mediation, but PK keep pushing it back. See, these are the difficulties that Dorit is receiving from PK. Because he probably don't have the money. Or he probably hid the money. Or he just don't want to have to pay any of his dues. But he feels like he get to see these kids whenever he want. And he get to go spend whatever he got on whatever raggedy hoe that is out there. And you just gonna leave your wife and your kids destitute. Yeah, no. So Dorit wants to have a conversation with Mauricio. And I really just don't know why. Because Mauricio is on PK's side. He's never going to be on your side. Why do you have to prove anything to him? He ain't nobody but his fine self. But he ain't nobody. Okay? You don't have to tell them. You don't have to tell him nothing. If he want to believe the PK, that's because he want to. If he want to see another side of you, due to whatever PK is saying, and he's known you just as long as he's known PK, and he can't see that you are a good man, a good mom, or a halfway decent person. Not to black people, but you are a halfway decent person, Dorit. That's on him. That's on them. I don't even know why you still trying to be friends with Kyle at this point, because it would definitely be one and done. Anyway, Rachel and Cassius, I think that's the little boy's name, Cassius. I don't know, because I wrote it down, but then I forgot how to pronounce it. So I actually love her relationship with her and her son. Skylar, they called him on FaceTime. He is somewhere else. He is rude as fuck. Okay, that's all I got to say on that. But that little one, he cool with me, but see that other one, you need to knock him on his ass. Okay? Moving along. We get to Kathy's party. It's going to be Kathy, Sutton, Jennifer, and Amanda. Jennifer's outfit, I thought, was cute. I'm not a fashionista, but I actually like Jennifer's outfit. So, we get there. All of the ladies arrive. Just some little bullet points. Amanda tells the ladies that she made a beautiful decision on Carl's home that she's now in. I know Sutton was in there and then she moved out, and now Amanda is in there, and she's actually made a whole bunch of changes. And I thought I heard that people were upset about that on social media, but if I'm spending my money in this home, to live in this home, and I wanted to make changes, I will do that. So Sutton thinks Amanda is trying to one up, she's a one upper. And she was like, everything somebody says, Amanda says, oh, I've done that, or have I had that? And yeah, Amanda gives me that. She gives me I'm a one up. And yeah, she gives me, I'm new to money and all of the things. But Sutton, can we just go back? You just told Dorit your bank account is bigger than hers. That is one of the biggest one-uppers I have ever heard. Okay? Baby, that is braggadocious. So, Kathy at this point has tuned Amanda out because she talks a lot. Okay? Apparently, when Kathy Hilton tell you, oh, that's great, that mean that hoe ain't listening. Okay? She don't have time. I would like to be that rich and wealthy to where all I can hear in my ears, ching, 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 ching. Anyway, Jennifer asks, how did she feel meeting the ladies? Amanda said Dorit was in emotional distress. And then we get the montage of Dorit talking to the lady. We get a playback on Dorit talking to the ladies and how PK is acting. And we have to remember that before Amanda was a, what do they call, pyramid scheming, financial advising, manifestation girly. She was actually a therapist. Okay. So she said Dorit was in emotional distress, and I told Dorit is an emotional walking time bomb. Like, she is every emotion on that Disney movie with the different emotions. Okay, she is definitely anxiety, the new one, the part 2, and I want to say emotional. Okay, just Dorit just all over the place. So Amanda said she thinks Dorit talking about her situation would affect her divorce. Amanda also believes that Dorit, she believes Dorit completely over PK, and she thinks that PK is a douchebag, and so do I. And the saddest part is the lady I've been friends with for years, and who has known my husband for years, will come and tell me that you basically take the side of my husband. You really don't know me like that, or you either don't like me like that. So Amanda says she ordered a mocktail. They talked about, how did she feel about Erica, and Erica was like, oh, boring. And I think Erica said, oh, you ordered a mocktail. It was something, but it wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't to the point where Erica was being her charming wannabe bad self. Okay, she was just not. All right, she felt like it was loud and interesting. It was loud and very interesting to say to a person that you barely even know. And I'm just like, okay. Anyway, Amanda felt like Erica was being a mean girl. And I was like, girl, what? I was like, she absolutely was not. But she said she told the ladies, I got Erica in that moment. So basically what she said was, the way Erica was acting, Amanda was like, I got Erica. I see her for who she is in that moment. So Sutton piped up and says, don't think for 2 seconds you got Erica in that moment. And I'm looking at Sutton like, you got some brown stuff on your nose, girl. Girl, right here. Anyway, Jennifer looks to Sutton and say, okay, Reba, because that is exactly how she was acting. Now, I don't know if she's trying to come on here and you trying to fight with the new girl because you can't fight with them. Like, girl, please. So, Dorit, we get to the plane or whatever because everybody's getting ready for the Sedona trip. All right. Everybody starts to arrive. Everybody's on the plane. The food looks good. The charcuterie boards or the fruit tray and the charcuterie board. I think it looks really good. Dorit arrived an hour and a half late, and I was like, Dorit, please, like, very disrespectful. Again, you can go and put a transfer in so you can go work down at Miami where you and Lisa could both be late. Okay. So we see Bose is on a fertility journey. She's taking the shots. That's the only thing we got on her. Then we get down to the dinner and in Sedona. So everybody's talking about all of the crystals on the table, which was really cute. It was a lot, but it was really cute. So Kyle was like, we need to see how much the crystals is. She wanted to see how much the crystals were on the table. She wanted to see the price of the crystals. So Amanda was like, I spent $10,000 on crystals before. And then Erica Jane said in her confessional, and I know somebody who spent $100,000. Yeah, bitch, but it wasn't you that spent $100,000. So why you bragging on somebody else's money? Girl, you look thirsty. Anyway, and I think this is what Amanda was talking about. Because it seems like y'all gonna pile on this lady. I can already see it. This lady is a person y'all gonna try to pile on. So Sun says she tells the lady she want to build a friendship with these ladies. She said over the past 5 years, her insecurities have gotten in the way in this group. She said one, not being pretty enough, and also not feeling cool enough. And she said she's she's looking back. It's something that she created in her own head, and now she's Sutton Brown. She wants everybody to get to know Sutton Brown, basically, as she continues to kiss these ladies' ass. I don't know why, but let's be very, very clear. Were your insecurities showing they could have been, or they just didn't fuck with you like that, and they didn't like you like that, or they didn't think you was cool enough because you thought you was cool enough because you had the coin, but they didn't think you was cool enough? Am I right or am I right? Because that's what I was thinking. Like, they didn't think you was cool enough. They treated you just how they felt, just how they felt about you. They didn't see it for you. They never did. And so now we already know your ex-friend came in, saved the day. Don't know why she did that. She shouldn't have never did it, but she did it. We can't change nothing about it. However, again, was it really them? I mean, was it really your insecurities, or are you blaming yourself for the negative behavior that they have displayed towards you over the years? Because that's what I remember. Especially Kyle. Okay? Oh, child. They worked on my nerves. So Kyle asked Amanda about her businesses. Bitch, this girl, basically, Amanda is a self-help lady. Okay, some people would call it a Ponzi scheme. You can come to my workshop and you can learn how to manifest only for $500. Only for $500. All right, I'm sorry. That is just what I see. But I really need to check out the lady website, because again, she was a therapist. And so Jennifer asked Erica, who was the guy she was in a picture with, the picture that the paparazzi caught with her. She looked at bummy as hell. He looked at bummy as hell. Apparently, he's some guy that she recognized, some famous guy, racist guy. I don't know. She was like, "Oh, it's you." She was like, "Oh, he's misunderstood." When she said that, I knew then that the nigga was an asshole. Okay, he was an asshole, and that's just that on that. She talked about it. She didn't give too much into detail. Dorit was like, "Well, I thought me and Erica were friends because she didn't tell myself or Kyle." No, ho, she didn't tell you. She told Kyle. You didn't know. And she told Bo. So it just feels like, I don't know, it feels like Erica and Bose and Kyle has now kind of, they're little bit, for me, I feel like they're pushing Dorit to the side. Like, they're not, yeah. So, all the girls are just giddy about her and her relationship. She said she had a hard time leaving him this morning, so apparently she must have dropped it for a pimp early that morning and came on, washed her ass, and came on to the Sedona trip, So I don't know, y'all, but this is where the episode ended. Next week, child, her and Jennifer, she gonna try to pipe up on Jennifer next week, and I'm just like, girl, Jennifer, go enjoy your Simpsons money, ma'am. Go and enjoy your Simpsons money, okay? If you want to film with somebody, you can film with me. Okay, you just gotta pay me, because listen, baby, I need the extra income. Anyway, I was just kidding. But all I'm saying is, cut your losses with this lady. You should only deal with I'm not Dorit. What's her name? Sutton Brown off camera. And then, make your exit as the friend of, because again, it seems as though she really want to fit in, and she's gonna dog you the entire hell out. All right. Anyway, this is your girl Kiwan reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.